Hi everyone, Alexia here. Thanks for watching the first Get Ready with Alexia video on Alexia Eats and Travels. We're going to start with some skincare here. So I started off using my Hydrinity Purifying Mist, and then I used my Vivid Brightening Serum. And after that, I'm going to use my eye serum for the Hydrinity Skincare Eye Renew Complex. I recently just got into skincare. I've been trying a few different things, and it definitely makes a big difference in how your makeup looks. I just used my MAC primer, which is just the normal prep and prime. And the first thing that I like to do is my eyebrows. I just brush them up with a little swizzle brush. It's just a random e.l.f. one, nothing fancy. And I like to fill them in with, you're going to judge me, but I'm actually just using eyeshadow from a normal Morphe palette. And while I'm on the subject of Morphe palettes, can I just say that these palettes, along with the ColourPop palettes, are the only eyeshadow palettes that I will use. I also don't really buy any eyebrow pomade. I just use whatever was in my eyeshadow palette. Right there, I am using some e.l.f. brow gel. And things like that, if you can get away with it. Oh, oops, we are concealing. We might be speaking a little fast because of how fast this video is going. And I just am using the Tarte Shape Tape concealer right now. And a beauty blender to blend it in. So now I'm likely probably going back over my eyes. Am I going over my eyes? I actually recorded this video like last week, but it's been some technical difficulty. So now I know better for next time. But I'm putting on foundation next. And the foundation I'm using is the Chanel Ultra Le Tint. And it's the Ultra All Day Comfort. I really like this. It's pretty lightweight, and I do like to have a little airbrush finish. Now I'm going to go back with my Shape Tape and do some under eyes because a girl has bags. I work and I wake up at like 4 a.m. every day. And I am using the holy grail of setting powder that you are about to see go down. If you are using any other setting powder but this powder, just throw it away and go buy some Laura Mercier Ultra Translucent Baking Powder. I have been using this since the MAC counter of like a decade ago when Joy, who goes by Joy Loveless Makeup Artist on Instagram, introduced me to it. And yes, you see me talking, and no, I am not crazy. I am also working right now. So I am on the phone with a client, and that is who I'm talking to in this call. Now I'm putting on my Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is going to be my, it says concealer, but I use it as like a contour stick, and I just put it like on the areas I want to contour so I can get that nose job look is what I call it. And then I go over it with an Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer. I'm using the shade Cappuccino right here. And I'm just like rubbing it in using Morphe brushes. I think their brushes are great. And yes, I am using my fingers for eyeshadow. And I'm using the ColourPop palette in Nude Mood. I have always been a Morphe person since I started it, but you know, they just recently like found out that their products cause cancer and they filed bankruptcy. Sucks to be them. Oh, this eyeshadow. This is, or not eyeshadow, eyeliner. This is actually going to be a Smashbox Always Sharp. It sharpens itself in the shade Sumatra. This is such a bougie splurge. It costs $30 for this eyeliner, but it is so worth it. So some things like I'm just like, if I can use them and they are like, you know, cheaper, I'll get it like the Morphe products. But then if it's like really good, I'll like get a more splurge product. The lip liner that I used is actually I can't see it. It's wiped off. But the lip shade that I use, I have really been liking this nude, and it gives it like that, like, I don't know, like brown sugar cinnamon lips. Oh, she's pretty. She's done with her makeup. She's starting her hair. Oh, the shade, by the way, is Oh Baby by MAC. And then for my blush, I use Laura Mercier in the color Sangria. And the setting spray I use is the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. So those are all my products, and you know, the hair portion of this video is substantially longer, so I don't feel bad eating at the time for the hair. So now let's look at what I'm doing with my hair. I recently Well, first things first, only Drybar touches this hair. I own every single Drybar tool. I'm using their styling wand right now, which I love. It heats up to 450 degrees. And I think I can't remember what I spent on it. I actually had a day where I got really frustrated with all the hairstylists in Chicago. And I went to the nearest Ulta and bought every single Drybar product that day. I was so pissed off. I had a girl pull out the whole entire lower left section of my hair, and I've been growing it out for a year. And speaking of that, let's introduce this hairstyle. I actually have a traditional sew-in. I went to Kansas City at the Posh KC, which I love so much. And they've been doing my hair for a couple of years. I did take a 1-year break after I moved to Chicago, but I decided to go back and see my lovely Alyssa Gerber. And this was her first time actually attempting a traditional sew-in. A different girl at Posh KC braided it down. I wasn't even expecting them to do that for me. I was fully anticipating to start getting the normal beaded wefts, which is what they traditionally do, but they really did roll out the red carpet for me, and I was grateful. Alyssa did a great job. Currently in my head, I have in Bellami hair extensions. And if you go to Posh KC, they are a Bellami beauty bar. And the hair extensions I am wearing are the Piano Blends by Eric Vaughn. And might I just say that I am in love with the hair instantly when I saw it in the bag. The bag is 145 grams, and I have 20 inches in. I have the shade Mocha Cookie, and I fucking love this hair. Um, it's thick from top to bottom. I'm having a hairgasm just thinking about it right now. And I love the color. Traditionally, what I normally will do is buy some hair extension wefts. I also will wear eye for design hair. I like to interchange things out. I love to try everything. But an issue I've had with dyeing hair extensions is that sometimes I feel like it doesn't blend after I've dyed it, and sometimes when you dye it, it can definitely damage the integrity of the hair because human hair is human hair. And our hair, each time we dye it, it changes the integrity of our hair. So I really wanted to go a route where I didn't have to dye it, but I could still have a lot of dimensions and range. And that's why I decided to go with the Eric Vaughn hair extensions and just to see how they looked. So in my head, I actually have in one bag of that, which is 145 grams. And then I have Bellami shade in the Mochaccina in 20 inches as well. And additionally in my hair, yeah, that is also 145 grams. Additionally in my hair, I am also wearing some Eye for Design hair. It's about, I'd say I have 3 bags of their hair in as well. So I have a total of 5 bags of hair in my head, which is probably over 500 grams and a lot of hair. And no, it is not heavy. I am used to this. I like to think of myself as the Black Dolly Parton because, you know, big boobs, big hair, and everything Dolly does is great and everything I do is great in my opinion. And also, while we're on the subject of it, if any of you need help with ACT, SAT, PSAT prep, you guys should visit alexiaacademicconsulting.com. I have a 100% success rate at getting all of my clients their dream ACT, SAT, PSAT scores. I specialize in students with learning disabilities. And I have a 97% acceptance rate into the Ivy League and helping you with your college admissions, applications, and interviews. So go right on ahead and use code Alexia at checkout, and you can get $200 off your purchase. Also, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my first video. You guys will notice that the videos will get better and better. Whatever content that you guys want to see, feel free to DM me on my Instagram at Alexia Eats and Travels or my business Instagram at Alexia Academic Consulting, and you can email me at alexiaacademicconsulting@gmail.com. It has been such a pleasure, and look at those curls. Look at those curls. Look at that color. This is all natural lighting. I don't believe in filters. So this is natural, and look at that blend. Going into the hair products I used, I only put 2 products on my hair today, and my hair is actually 2-week-old hair. I haven't washed it in 2 weeks, don't judge. I use Drybar's Final Call. It's the Frizz and Static Control Mist, and then the Moneymaker Hold Shampoo I'm spraying, and voila, your girl looks fabulous.